So I'm having a double mastectomy in 16 days, and I feel like I'm experiencing these last few weeks as my last experiences as a normal breasted woman, so to speak. Last couple weeks I went on a few dates, and in my mind I was feeling like this is gonna be the last time that I'm just gonna go out with a guy and not have to kind of deal with this whole situation of like, why don't I have breasts, or just kind of enjoying the last moments of being normal. This guy that I went on a date with, and we were making out, and I was thinking in my head, I was like thinking, this is not something that's gonna come that easily after. Like, I'm not gonna be able to go on the apps, call up a guy, have him show up and take me out and then make out with me. And I don't know, maybe it'll happen, but I'm just having my expectations that this is going to be much harder. And in a way I'm okay with it, I guess, but in a way I'm still kind of grieving that I'm not going to be having an easy time with like dating life, which actually can be, I guess, can be a good thing, right? But it's kind of a hard place to be as a 38-year-old woman anyway these days. So having to deal with something extra is just another thing that is going to be on my mind. And I had a similar feeling when I was getting a divorce. Well, like in the process of getting a divorce, I think the first thing after the breakup that came to my mind, to my thoughts, is that how am I gonna go out now, meet new people, being divorced plus one kind of status. And I had no idea how it looks like in the world outside, because I was out of the dating pool for almost a decade. The apps were not even a thing back then, so I had my first experiences in the world of app dating, and I was terrified. I had my lowest self-esteem ever when I had gone through this breakup. Why do I have to cry through this? This is so too much. I was really terrified that it's gonna be super hard to go out as a divorced single mom at my age of 30. It was 35 back then, but it's kind of funny for me to think about it now, because obviously it isn't that hard in that age of like mid-30s. Most people are not like, it's not like 25-year-olds anymore. It's like such a different place than dating in your 20s. And I found that it wasn't that relevant. It wasn't like super important. But also during that time, I started dating women too, and I dated men and women. And I found out that, because I already knew I'm going to do this surgery, I just didn't know when it's going to happen. I didn't know it's going to take 2 years for me from that time to have it done. But it was in my mind the whole time, like, I'm going to have no boobs in soon. So I wonder how it's going to feel like. And I had came to realize that dating men, most of them are very, very much concerned about boobs. Like, every time that the situation came to like intimate, or even like making out, kissing, or whatever, like the first thing that happens is that like they're gonna put hand on your boobs. Like, it is like such a strong compel to touch your boobs, and it's like kind of gives me cringe feeling. Men are just obsessed with boobs. That's what I was gonna say. Every time that happened, I was like, damn, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard dating men after I don't have any boobs. But also dating women, I realized that they don't really care. Like, some of them do. Some of them like don't mark my words, because like everyone is different. But I think dating women is such a different experience, and it's not like I had like all great experiences, honestly, with women. I was hoping that it's gonna be much easier, which it was not. But what I can say for it is that the general feeling that I have is that women are not like super fixed on anything in particular. It's not like something physical would be a hurdle on me being able to date them. So my general feeling was that whenever I have no boobs, it'll be somewhat the same tough dating women as now, but also so much harder to date men that way. I quickly get reminded of why it's kind of like lame. What I'm most anxious about these days about the life after as a single mom dating in my age of 38 is that it's going to be so much harder to date men as a boobless lady. I don't know if that's helpful for anyone, but that's where my mind is.